Yes, I hope that everyone was using the MTP1 discussion video. So today we are going to discuss MTP2, which was released yesterday. Since we were doing MTP1 yesterday, I couldn't do it yesterday. So we are doing it today. Let's start off, people. We will try to finish within 2 hours. And I hope that you are using the Zero to Hero series to prepare for your examination. Today, linear inequality video will be out. Tomorrow, probability video will be out. Likewise, we will upload everything in 2-3 days. Okay, done. Now, people, the first question from MTP2 of your 2026 May attempt. So, salaries of Ravi and Sunit are in the ratio 2:3. So that I can say Ravi's salary will be how much? 2x, and Sunit's salary will be how much? The 3x. I can say that. If the salary of each is increased by 4,000, that means 2x plus 4,000 divided by Sunit is how much? 3x plus 4,000. Then the ratio will become how much? 40 divided by 57. Now what you can do is just cross multiply and go for it. Cross multiplying means 257 into 2x plus 4,000, which is equal to 40 into 3x plus 4,000. Now open the bracket, it will become 4x plus 57 into 4,000. 57 into 4 will give you 228000, which is equal to 120x plus 40 into 4,000 will become 160000. Okay, from this we need to solve the value of x. Then you can directly go for the answer. Hello all. Yes, which means the 6x is equal to how much? 6x will be equal to 68,000. Correct? That means x is equal to how much? I can write it as 68,000 divided by 6. Now the question is what? Sunit's present salary is how much? Sunit's present salary is how much? 3x. Instead of x, you will put 3 into 68,000 divided by 6. How much is it? 3 into 68,000 divided by 6, which is equal to 34,000. Option D is your answer. Very easy question. Right, Shan Kant, I guess. Yes, right answer. Rest of the question we will go for the next one. One of the most repeated question. The price of scooter or moped are in the ratio 7:9. That means scooter's price will be how much? 7x. And moped price will be how much? 9x. Then the price of the moped is 16,000 more than the scooter. That means what? 9x price of the moped minus price of the scooter, which will be equal to 16,000. 2x is equal to 16,000. That means x is equal to how much? That will be equal to 8,000. X is equal to 8,000. Then what is the price of the moped? Moped is 9x, right? That means 9 into 8,000 is how much, people? Tell me. S2. How much is it? 72000, which is equal to which option? Option A is your answer. I hope that you got it. Can we go for the next one? Rubesh, right answer. Next question is over here. It's a question based on logarithm. Looking over any question based on logarithm, check whether the bases are same. Then we can perform our properties. Now looking here, bases are same throughout. So what I will do is log of 25 raised to 1 by 2 to the base 10 minus log of 3 square to the base 10 plus log of 18 to the base 10. It is of the property log A minus log B. First of all, people, what is root of 25? 25 raised to 1 by 2 is how much? Can be written as what? 5. 3 square can be written as what? 9. So I can write it like this, people. Log of 5 plus is coming over here. 5 into 18 divided by what? 9 to the base 10. It can be written as log of 5 into 18 is how much? 90. 90 divided by 9 is how much? That is 10. So log of 10 to the base 10 can be written as what? 1. Option A is your answer. Okay, direct answer. Very easy. Correct, Sanjay is right answer. Next one. Another one question which we used to usually do in our class itself. Look here. 1 divided by. It is the reciprocal property of a logarithm, correct? So I can make the bases same by taking the reciprocal. This is of the form 1 divided by log of xyz to the base xy. I can write it as what? Log of xy to the base xyz plus log of yz to the base what? Xyz plus log of xz or zx to the base xyz. Now the bases are same. I can use the addition property or the product rule. Very easy. Now people, just take the product rule. It can be written as log of x into x will become what? X square. Y into Y will become what? Y square. Z into Z will become what, people? Z square to the base x, y, z. This can be written as what, people? Log of x, y, z the whole square to the base x, y, z. That is nothing but 2 into log of x, y, z to the base x, y, z. This is nothing but what? 1. So 2 into 1 is how much, people? 2. Which option is giving you the answer? Option D is giving you the answer. Very easy answer. I hope that you got it. Krishna Priya, you got the answer. Sanjay, you got the answer. Next one, another direct question. Roots of the equation, the cubical equation, people, the power is 3. So it is a question based on cubical equation. Now, cubical equation means what? Sum of the roots. Sum is how much? Sum is nothing but minus of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. That is minus 9. Then product is how much? Product is nothing but minus of constant term. That means minus of minus 9 divided by coefficient of x cube. Not x square, coefficient of x cube. It can be written as what? Which is nothing but equal to 9. So we have sum is equal to minus 9 and product is equal to plus 9. Looking at the option, what is giving you the answer? Option B is giving it. That means 1 into minus 1 into minus 9 is equal to how much? 9. Product is 9. Then sum is how much? 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled off. Correct? Then minus 1 is minus 9 is remaining. So sum is minus 9. Option B is the answer. Very easy question. Very easy answer. Rubesh, right answer. Sanjay, right answer. Next one. Sum of the roots are given, correct? Minus 2. Product of the root is also given, minus 3. Then alpha and beta are the root of the equation, which is what? What is the general form? X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the root, which is equal to 0. It's a general form of creating a quadratic equation when sum and product is there. Now, x square minus, what is the sum? Minus 2 into x plus product is how much? That is nothing but minus 3, which is equal to 0. X square minus and minus will become plus 2x minus 3, which is equal to 0. Which option is giving you the answer? X square minus 2x minus 3, which is equal to 0. Option B is the answer. That is the answer for the 6th question. Coming to the 7th question. It's a very good question, okay? One of the best question. And if you ask me, in general, this MTP 2.1 was one of the best MTPs ever released by ICAI. One of the best. Very less, no mistakes were there. If you ask me, it's one of the best MTP ever released and very good questions were there from this particular MTP. I'll show you one by one. Now look here. It is given u raised to x the whole raised to 5. Can I write it that way, people? So 2 raised, that is nothing but 5 into x can be written as u raised to x the whole raised to 5, which is equal to how much? Can I write it as v raised to y the whole raised to 5? Which is equal to how much? W raised to z the whole raised to what? 5. That means I'm taking the 5th root. Then I can write it as u raised to x is equal to v raised to y is equal to w raised to z. That is given. That is the final thing we want. Now people, we have done multiple questions in this manner. So you will take it equal to one constant. Let k be the constant. Okay. Now, if you know k is the constant, then u will be how much? K raised to 1 by x. Correct? Do you remember in the class we have discussed? V will be how much? K raised to 1 by y. Then w will be how much? K raised to 1 by z. We have the value of u, v and w. Now the given thing is what, people? We need to find u square is equal to vw. U square means what? Instead of u, you will put k raised to 1 by x. That can be written as k raised to 1 by x the whole square can be written as k raised to 2 by x, which is equal to. Now instead of v, we will put what? K raised to 1 by y into k raised to 1 by z. Okay, now we will use the property of indices. It can be written as k raised to 2 by x, which is equal to k raised to 1 power is there into k raised to another power is there. So I can write it as k raised to 1 by y plus 1 by z. Now equate the powers. 2 by x, which is equal to 1 by y plus 1 by z. Now people take the LCM. 2 by x is equal to z plus y divided by z, yz. I can write it as yz. Now cross multiply. 2yz is equal to x into z will become what, people? Xz. Then x into y will become what, people? Xy. From this, what is the question they are asking for? They are asking for, so xy plus yz. Now I am rearranging it. Xy plus yz minus 2yz is equal to how much? If I take it to the other side, it will be equal to what? 0. Which option is the answer? Option D is the answer. Very good question, people. You know the shortcut. I have taught you the shortcut in class. I think in marathon also I have discussed the shortcut. You can use that shortcut also. You will get the same answer. The only difference is taking the fifth root over here. That is the only change which happened in this question. Other than that, everything else is same. Now coming to the next question. Find the value of k for which x is equal to 2 for the given quadratic equation. That means instead of x you will do what? Instead of x you will put what? 2. Put it over here. That means you will do like this. 3 into 2 square minus 2k into 2 plus 5 is equal to 0. Now 2 square is how much? 4. 4 into 3 is how much? 12. 12 minus 4k then plus 5 is equal to 0. 12 plus 5 is how much? 17 is equal to 4k. Then k is equal to how much, people? 17 by 4. Which option is the answer? Option A is your answer. Very easy question. Very direct answer. 8th question. High chance of repetition again. Now, find the difference between the roots of the equation. Difference between the roots means alpha minus beta we need to find. Now, we know the shortcut for finding alpha minus beta the whole square. Alpha minus beta the whole square is what? Alpha plus beta the whole square minus 4 alpha beta. That is the formula for finding what? Alpha minus beta the whole square. From this I can write alpha minus beta is nothing but root of alpha plus beta the whole square minus 4 alpha beta. People, how to find alpha plus beta? That is nothing but sum of the root. Sum of the root is nothing but minus coefficient of x. That means minus of minus 7 will become what? Plus 7 divided by coefficient of x square. Anyway, it is 1. So 7 is alpha plus beta. Then product of the root is how much? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. That is nothing but minus 9. Substitute everything over here. It will become root of alpha plus beta is how much? 7. 7 square is how much? 49. Minus 4 into minus 9. It will become root of 49 plus 36, which is nothing but root of 85. Which option is giving you the answer? Option B is giving you the answer. Direct question. Very easy answers. I have solved the MTP. I got 70 after negative mark. Very good score. Very good score, aspirant. Yes, very good score for that. Yes. Now we are going for linear inequality. The solution of the inequality we need to find. That means we need to solve for x basically. Now people, 8x plus 6 is less than 12x plus 4. I will rearrange it. I will write 4 to the other side. That means 6 minus 4 and I take 8x to the other side. That means 12x minus 8x. That means 6 minus 4 is how much? 2. Less than 12x minus 8x is how much? That is nothing but 4x. Now take the 4 to the other side. It will become 2 by 4 is less than x, or x is greater than 1 by 2. 1 by 2. X is greater than 1 by 2 means any value more than 1 by 2 is possible for x. That means looking at that, option D is your answer. Very direct question and a very easy answer. This we have solved it in the class also. Now people, we need to cross check what is the easiest way of solving a question based on the boundary points. We need to eliminate the options. Now people, put this value 10 comma 0. If I put 10 over here, okay, I'll put 10 over here. Look here, 3 into 10 plus 0 is less than or equal to 10. That means 30 is less than or equal to 10. Is 30 less than or equal to 10? No, that means option B is wrong. Now try option D. There also 10 comma 0 is there. That means that is also wrong. Now looking at that, 0 comma 0, 4, 0 comma 4, 4 comma 0, everything is possible everywhere. Now we need to check which is the correct answer, option A or option C. Now in order to solve this, you can solve this quadratic equation using our shortcut. Okay, you know the shortcut for solving quadratic, sorry, not the linear equation in 2 variable, you know, right? Just solve the linear equation in 2 variable and you will find the value of x and y to be 20 by 11 and 36 by 11. So option A will be your answer. That's up to you. You can do it very direct. We have solved it multiple times. Okay. Now we are coming to the most important part, and I am expecting a question for you in your May attempt. There will be a question based on effective rate of interest. Okay, look here. Find the effective rate of interest on 10,000 on which the interest is payable half yearly. First of all, what is the formula for effective rate of interest? ERI is nothing but 1 plus I the whole power and minus 1 into what? Into 100, which is nothing but 1 plus. Instead of I, you will put what? 5 divided by half yearly means you divided by 200 raised to 2 minus 1 into 100. Looking at this, only one possible answer is there, that is option A itself, because it should be more than 5 no matter what. That's the case. Now look over here. Here also direct answer is there. I'll tell you how to find it directly. The effective rate of interest is 10%. Interest payable quarterly. That means it should be more than 10. Looking at that, everything else is less than 10. Only one possible answer is there, option A. Even if you use the formula or without using formula, you can directly go for the answer. Very good approach. Next one. What will be the population after 3 years? That means we need to find the amount, okay, for compound interest. Population is 1,25,000 and the population increases at 3%, 4% and 5% for respective years. That means what? You will type 1,25,000 on your calculator. Then after that you will do what? Plus first year how much? 3% plus 4% plus 5% you will do on calculator. How much are you going to get? Just do it along with me. Plus 3% plus 4% plus 5%. How much are you getting? 1,40,595. Option B is the answer. So when is the class starting for CA Foundation? It's already there, Sanjay. Already started. If you want, you can join next month also. Another batch will be starting. You can join. Okay, I think September, I think it's already full. Already started off. Now I think it will be for Jan. You can check. Now, the value of scooter is 1 lakh. Which was there in MTP 1 also. Okay, 2 or 3 questions were there in MTP 1 also similarly. Now, find its value after 7 years after depreciation. People, what is the formula for depreciated value amount? Amount is nothing but cost price, or depreciated amount is nothing but cost price into 1 minus I the whole power n. N is how much over here? 7. That is nothing but 1 lakh. Into 1 minus I will become what? At 10% means 1 minus 10% is 0.9 the whole power 7. Take your calculator. 0.9 into equal to how many times? 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then multiply it with how much? 1 lakh, which will give you 47,829 something, but rounded off to option B you can go for. Next one, another direct question, people. SI is equal to 0.125 into principal at 10% per annum. We need to find the time. So first of all, what is the formula for SI? SI is nothing but PTR by 100 or PTR percentage, which is equal to 0.125 into P. Now cancel P and P together. Then what is the value of R10? That means T into 10 divided by 100 is equal to 0.125. That means one of the 0 got cancelled. T is how much? 1.25 years. 1.25 years. Now 1 year 6 months is how much? 1.5. That is wrong. Then 25 years is anywhere wrong. Then 0.25 years is anywhere wrong. Only one possible answer is there. Option A is the answer. Very easy. It can be written as what? 1 plus 3 by 12. It will give you the same answer. 1.25 years. Next one, people. 17th question. Look here. An amount is required to be invested every year as to accumulate 6 lakh at the end of 10 years. How much we want to accumulate? The 6 lakh. That means future value is given to be how much? 6 lakh. Every year we are investing money. That means the question is based on what? Annuity. It is the end of the year or beginning of the year. Nothing is mentioned. No, end of the year. That means it is question is based on what? Annuity, regular or ordinary annuity. Then for 10 years, if the interest is compounded annually at 10%, everything is given. So people, future value formula we need to apply, and we need to find the value of what? Annuity amount A. Future value is nothing but A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. Okay. Now future value is how much? 6 lakh. 6 lakh is equal to A divided by I is how much now over here? 10%. 10% means 10 by 100. That is nothing but 0.1 into 1 plus I is how much? 1.1. The whole power how many years? 10 years minus 1. Everything is given over here, people. Just use calculator and get me the answer. So 2.59374 minus 1, then divide with 0.1, then divide equal to multiplied with 6 lakh. How much are you getting? 37647. Option C is your answer. Very easy answer, direct answer. Sir, is online recorded mode available for September? Recorded is already available. You can purchase it. It is already there. Now, another one question, people. The difference between CI and SI for 2 years is 21. Okay, that is given. People, difference between CI and SI for 2 years is always what? pi square, which is equal to how much as per the question? 21. Direct answer. We need to find what? Principal. Very easy. P into, instead of I, you will put it as what? 0, or you can put it as 5% square, which is equal to 21. So in calculator you can type 21 divided by 5% divided by 5%. How much is it, people? 21 divided by 5%, again divided by 5%. Once again, 21 divided by 5% divided by 5%. How much are you getting? 8,400. Option D is the answer. Rather than doing anything else, you can directly go for it. Okay, in with right answer. Next one, present value. It's a very good question. Present value of a scooter is 72,000. Okay, how much is the present value given in the question? 72,000. Its value decreases every year by 10%. Then its value before 3 years is equal to how much is the question, people? Now they are asking for us what? They are asking the cost price. Before 3 years, how much was the price? So scrap value is equal to cost price into 1 minus I the whole power n. Scrap value is how much? 72,000. We need to find the cost price. 1 minus 10% is how much? 0.9. The whole power how much? The whole power 3. Take your calculator, do it for me. That is nothing but 72,000. You can type divided by 0.9 equal to how many times? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. How much are you getting, people? 98,765. Option A is the answer. 0.54 is also there. Then ignore it. Okay. Sir, just pass by this. Okay. What means you know? Okay, Google. Thank you for that. Yes. Done. Next one. One of the best question in the recent MTPs or the RTPs. There is a high chance that this question will be there in the future also. So read it carefully and accordingly go for the question. Okay. X lent some amount of money. Okay, X is going to lend some amount of money. We are not aware about how much money is that. So I will call that amount of money which he lent, let it be principal P. At 4% SI. The question is based on what? SI, 4%. Than he lent. That means how much amount is receiving the SI, how much SI he is getting. He is getting something less than what? SI is nothing but less than 520 than the principal. 520 less than the principal. So this is the keyword over here, people. You should be able to understand. He obtained 520 less than he lent in 5 years. That means SI is nothing but principal minus 520. That is the meaning and that is the catch. Without knowing that, you will not be able to get the answer. Some people will take it like the amount is equal to that and all. You might make a mistake. Don't make that mistake. SI is what, people? We know that it is nothing but PTR percentage, which is equal to P minus 520. P into T is how much over here? 5 years. R is how much over here? 4%, which is equal to P minus 520. Now, 5 into 4% is how much? 0.2. So I can write 0.2 P is equal to P minus 520. Now take 520 to the other side, it will become plus 520. Take P to this side, it will become minus 0.2 P to the 0.2 P to the other side, it will become minus 0.2 P. So P minus 0.2 P, that is nothing but 520 is equal to 0.8 P. P is how much, people? 520 divided by 0.8, which is equal to how much? 650. Option B is the answer. I hope that you got it. Okay, done. Next one, another easy question. I'll tell you why is it easy. It might look complicated, but just by adding the options, you will get the final answer. Okay, I'll tell you how. Now, 8,829 is invested into 3 different sectors in such a way that the amounts, their amounts at 4% simple interest after 5 years, 6 years and 8 years are equal. That means their amount are equal after 5 years, 6 years and 7 years, it is equal. But the question is each part of the principal, whichever we split it, right? For example, 8829, we are splitting into 3 principal, P1, P2 and P3. Now, first of all, first cross-checking part is we will cross-check whether all the options will add up to 8,829. Check first option. 3069 plus 2970 plus 2790, which is equal to how much? 8829. Option A is correct. Check second option. 3089 plus 2970 plus 2790, which is equal to how much? 8849. That means option B is wrong. Similarly, option C is wrong. Similarly, option D is wrong. Only one possible answer is there. By just adding the option, you are getting it. I hope that you got it. Next one, another question based on bond. Yes, bond is very easy. Always remember, bond is nothing but what? We will write the PV plus par value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. You will get the answer for bond. Now, first of all, we need to find the coupon payment A. Coupon payment is A is nothing but what? The 1000 rupees bond paying annual dividend of 8.2 percentage. That means 8.5 into 1000. Then click percentage. You will get it as A is equal to 85 rupees. So PV is nothing but 85 into our GT factor plus par value is how much? Over here par value is nothing but 1000 divided by how much is the yield we want? 1 plus 8 percentage, the whole raised to how many years it is coming to be? 10 years it is coming to be. Now just use your calculator, get me the answer. First to find the GT factor. In order to find GT factor, 1 plus 8 percentage will be how much? 1.08 it will be. Write that value on calculator. 1.08, then divide, equal to how many times? 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then click what, people? GT button. Multiply it with 85. Then click what? M plus. Keep it in your calculator memory. Then find the second one. Type 1000 divided by what? 1.08 equal to how many times? Again it will be click for 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again click what? M plus. Then click what, people? Click M plus and click MRC. You will get the answer of 1033.55 something you are getting. Option A is your answer. I hope that you got it. If you haven't, please watch the video and understand what is bond. Bond is very easy. Keep this in your mind. It's nothing but PV plus par divided by par value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. Next question, people. If X invests 10,000 every year starting from today. Starting from today means what, people? It is a question based on annuity due. For the next 10 years, supposed to be interest is 8% per annum compounded annually. Future value, people, future value of annuity due is what, people? A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 into what? 1 plus I. Substitute the values. 10,000 is paid every year. That means annuity amount is how much? 10,000 divided by 1 divided by I. That is I is how much? 8% can be written as 0.08 the whole power 1.08 the whole raised to how much? The whole raised to n is how much over here? 10 minus 1 into 1.08. Just use calculator, get me the answer. 1.08 into equal to how many times? 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then minus 1. Multiply it with 1.08, multiply it with 10,000, divide by 0.08. How much is the answer you are getting? 156454. Option A is the answer. 20-second sum one more time. Okay, I'll tell you again. Just listen to me carefully. So first of all, you need to know what is the bond present value formula. You need to know that is nothing but PV by taking A is equal to what? Coupon payment. How to find A? Coupon payment is nothing but par value into 8.5% or the yield, whatever dividend or whatever percentage we are getting. Okay, nominal rate into multiply, that is nothing but 85. So it is PV is nothing but the 85 into our GT factor. GT factor is how much over here? 1.08 you will type on calculator, then divide. How many times equal to you will do? You will click 10 times, then will click GT, multiply it with 85, then click M plus. Save this entire thing on your calculator memory. Then go for what? 1000 divided by 1 plus 8%, that is 1.08 the whole power 10. Okay, how to do that? 1000 you will divide with what? Divide with 1.08, then equal to 10 times you will click. Again you will click M plus, then you will click MRC, you will add everything, you will get option B. Okay, that's how it is done. Sujita, I hope that you got it. If not, tell me. I will repeat it towards the end. Now, we are going for permutation and combination. Finally, we are over there. Again, we will see some more questions from chapter 4 towards the end. 3 girls and 5 boys are to be seated in a row so that no girls are sitting together. No girls are sitting together means what? If no girls are sitting together, our shortcut is what? Boys factorial into boys plus 1 P girls. That was the shortcut we studied, right? Boys factorial is how much? How many boys are there? The 5 factorial into 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. P, how many girls are there? 3. That is 120 into 6p3 is how much? 6 into 5 into 4. Take your calculator. 120 into 6 into 5 into 4, which is equal to 14400. Sir, if I leave chapter calculus permutation set, will it be okay? Yes, Kushbu, that is completely fine. High weightage is not there. You might lose 4 plus 3 plus 4, 11 marks you might lose, but right now if you are preparing for May attempt, you have the time to leave. You don't have much time to learn it, so you can skip it, but try to watch the basic PYQ videos and all. You might get repeated question directly. Now looking at the next question. A garden is having 6 trees in a row. In how many ways? 5 children stand, 1 in gap. Okay, people, how many trees are there? 1, 2 is there, then how many are there in total? 6 trees are there in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then again I need to repeat it, right? So 6 trees are there in total. Then what is going to happen now? 5 children are standing in the gap. Okay, only 5 people are there. They are going to stand in the gap between the trees. How many ways they can do? The 5 factorial ways they can do. Answer is how much? 120. Next question. How many ways 4 people be selected randomly from 6 boys and 4 girls if there are exactly 2 girls? Exactly 2 girls means always 2 girls should be selected no matter what. That means how many girls are there in total? 4 girls. From 4 girls I am choosing 2 into. From 6 boys I should choose the remaining 2 people, correct? That means in total we require 4 people. That means 4c2 into 6c2, that is 4 into 3 divided by 2 into 6 into 5 divided by 2, which is how much people? That is nothing but 30 into 3, 90. Which option is the answer? Option A is the answer. Very easy question, very direct answer. Next one. Find the number of arrangements in which we have solved it in class. The letters of the word Monday. How many letters are there in Monday? 6 letters. M-O-N-D-A-Y. 6 letters are there in total. Then, so that the word form the start with M. That means no matter what, the first letter should be M. And do not end with N. That means do not end with N means what? It should be some other letter. How many other letters are there? O is there, D is there, A is there, Y is there. So how many people can sit? 4 people can sit. Any of the 4 people can sit in that place. Then one person already sat. Okay, one person already sat here also. How many more letters are there? 4 more letters. Then 3 people already sat. 3 are remaining. 2 are remaining. 1 are remaining. So multiply everything, you will get the answer. 2 into 3 into 4 into 4, which is equal to 96. Option C is your answer. Sir, after watching your recorded lectures, I solved 3 MTPs, 2 RTPs, 3 PYQs, materials, ACA material, much practice because most papers, because my papers goes in those papers 65 to 80. That's a good score, Krishna. Now try what you can do towards the end is also just repeat whatever you have studied. Repeat it multiple times. It will help you out, Krishna. Okay, accordingly go about it. Next one. The sum of money doubles itself as per compound interest in 10 years. How many years it will become? 8 times. Very easy, people. Doubles means what? 2 times. It becomes in how many years? 10 years. Very easy question. Then they are asking for 8 times. 8 times means what? 2 power 3. That means our answer will be what? 3 into previous 10. How much is it? 30 years it will become. Option B is your answer. This approach will help you out. Next question. If the sum of n terms of an AP be 2n square plus 5n, then the nth term is how much is the question? People, first of all, we will check first term. A1 is nothing but what? S1, which is nothing but 2 into 1 square plus 5 into 1, which is equal to how much? 2 plus 5. How much is it? 7. Looking at that, put 1 over here. 4 into 1 minus 2 is how much? That is 2. That is not 7. Option A is wrong. Try option B. 3 into 1 minus 4 is how much? Minus 1. Option B is wrong. It can either be option C or it can be either be option D. So I will check for S2. S2 is nothing but what, people? 2 into 2 square plus 5 into 2, which is equal to 4 into 2 is how much? 8. 8 plus 10 is how much? 18. S2 is 18, then A2 is how much? S2 minus S1, which is equal to how much? 18 minus 7, which is equal to 11. So A2 is 11. Put n is equal to 2 in option C. So 4 into 2 plus 3 is how much? 8 plus 3 is 11. Check second option. 3 into 2 plus 4 is how much? 10. That means option D is wrong. Done. That's how you should do it. I hope that you got it. Yes. Next question, people. It is a shortcut we can use over here. Without the shortcut, it will be very difficult. We have discussed in the class also the shortcut part. So without shortcut, it will be very difficult for you. Instead of x, whenever the ratio of 10th term or something is asked, what to do? Instead of x, you will put it as what? 2 into the given value. For example, 2 into n minus 1 you can put. Okay. Now n is how much over here? 10. That means x is equal to 2 into 10 minus 1, which is equal to how much? 19. So instead of x, you will put 19 over here. Then you will find the ratio of their 10th term. Very easy. That means 3 into 19 plus 5 divided by 5 into 19 plus 3. So 3 into 19 is how much now? 3 into 19 plus 5 is equal to how much? 62. Divided by 5 into 19 plus 3 is equal to how much? That is 98. Looking at that, answer is how much? 31 divided by 49. Option A is your answer. Very good question. Very easy answer. Next one, the same question was there in our yesterday's MTP discussion also. Okay, another repeated question. So the sum of the first 8 terms of a GP is 5 times. That means S8 is nothing but 5 times what? The S4. Same question as yesterday's. Correct. S8 is how much? What is the sum of 8 terms of a GP? GP is nothing but A into R raised to 8 minus 1 divided by R minus 1, which is equal to what? 5 into A into R raised to 4 minus 1 divided by R minus 1. So R minus 1 cancel. Then this can be written as A into R raised to 4 the whole square minus 1 square, which is equal to 5 into, I can cancel this A also, right? Yes, 5 into R raised to 4 minus 1. This A square minus B square can be written as what, people? A plus B into A minus B. So R raised to 4 minus 1 into R raised to 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5 into R raised to 4 minus 1. Cancel R raised to 4 minus 1 and R raised to 4 minus 1. From this I can write R raised to 4 is nothing but 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. That R is equal to how much? The plus or minus root 2. Option C is your answer. You can directly use your calculator. Next one, another theorem from our, whichever we have solved multiple times in class also. The pth term of an AP is Q, then the rth term of, then the qth term is P, then the rth term will always be what? P plus Q minus R. There was 2 previous year question based on this concept. Okay, one time they asked, if the pth term is Q and the qth term is P, then P plus qth term is how much? P plus Q minus P plus Q, it will become 0. Just like that, remember it. Now people, another question from our chapter number 7, set relation function. A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma set is given, B is set is given, C is given. First of all, people, we need to find A minus C. A minus C means what? Which are only part of A, not part of C. Look here. 1 is part of both, ignore it. 2 is not, 3 is part of both, then 5 is part of both. So what is not part? A minus C is nothing but set of 2 comma 4. Now people, we need to multiply 2 Cartesian product, we need to take 2 comma 4 into B is how much? That is also 2 comma 4. Another question which we solved in class. So answer is how much? 2 comma 2, then 2 comma 4, then 4 comma 2, then 4 comma 4. Looking at that, which option is giving you the answer? 5 is not there, 5 is not there, 5 is not there. Only one option is there, that is option D. Very easy answer. Hello Asha, yes. You can comment here, yes. Now, set A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Then relation R is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 1 comma 2. We need to find what type of relation is it. People, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 is there. That means it is reflexive. Now we need to check it is symmetric and transitive at the same time. Then only we can say it is equivalence. Now people, 2 comma 3 is there. 3 comma 2 is not there. That means it is not symmetric. So the answer is what, people? Option C is your answer. Next one, people, we need to find function of function f of g of x. We need to find. Let R be the set of real numbers such that the function of R to R, g of R to R are defined by function of x square plus 3x plus 1. Then g of x is equal to 2x minus 3. Then f of g of x is how much is the question? Very direct question. You can put it as f of g of x is nothing but f of 2x minus 3. Instead of x, you will put 2x minus 3. That means 2x minus 3 the whole square plus 3 into 2x minus 3 plus what? 1. Open the bracket. It will become what, people? In the end, it will become 2. It will become 2x a minus b the whole square. That is nothing but 2x the whole square. It will become 4x square minus 2 into 2x into 3. That is how much? The 412x plus 3 square is how much? 9 minus 6x minus 9 plus 1. Plus 9 minus 9 cancel. Then 4x square is anyway there. Then minus 12x, then so this is plus 6x, right? Minus and plus will become minus 6x. Then what is remaining? Plus 1. Which option is giving you the answer? 4x square minus 6x plus 1. Option C is giving you the answer. Next one, find the positive value of k for which the equation x square plus 4x plus and this is having real root. Very easy now. What is the condition for real root? B square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. I will put it equal to 0. That is the approach, easiest approach to get the answer. Take the first equation. Solve one equation. Both equations are not required. That is b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. That means k square minus 4 into 64 is equal to 0. I will not put equal, greater than or equal to 0. I will just put equal to 0. From that, k square is equal to how much? The 4 into 64, which is equal to 256. Then root of 256 is how much? Does k square is equal to this much. That means k is equal to 16. Which option is giving you the answer? Option B is giving you the answer. Direct approach. Very easy answer. Next one, a question based on parametric differentiation. X is equal to ct. That means dx by dt is how much? The c. Because derivative of dt by dt will become 1. Then dy by dt is how much? The dy by dt is nothing but c into d by dt of 1 by t. That is nothing but what? The minus 1 by t square. So we have minus c divided by t square. So what is dy by dx then? That is nothing but, so c and c will get cancelled out. What is remaining? Minus 1 by t square will remain. Option C is your answer. Direct question, and I am telling you there will be a question based on parametric differentiation for your examination. No matter what, find the gradient. Gradient means we should take the derivative directly and go for it. Okay, find the gradient for the curve 3x square minus 5x plus 4 at the point 1 comma 2. That means we need to substitute the value of x accordingly. Then people, dy by dt is how much? Which is nothing but 3 into derivative of x square is how much? 3 into 2x is how much? 6x minus 5. Now put what? X is how much over here? Put x is equal to 1. So dy by dx, sorry, not dt, dy by dx is nothing but 6 into 1 minus 5. That is 6 minus 5 is equal to how much, people? 1. Option A is your answer. Very good question. Very easy answer. Done, people. Almost at the end. Now we need to find integral. Why? Because they are asking for find f of 2. First of all, we need f of x. F of x is nothing but integral of 3x square plus 2 into dx. That is nothing but what, people? 3x cube by 3 plus 2 into x plus c. That means I can write it as f of x is equal to what? X cube plus 2x plus c. Then they gave us what? F of 0 is equal to 0. So f of 0 is equal to 0 you put. That means instead of x you will put 0. That means 0 is equal to 0 plus z. 0 plus 0 plus c. So that means 0 is equal to c. That means we need to find the value of f of x. F of x will be how much? Instead of c you can put it as 0. That means x cube plus 2x. Then f of 2 is how much? 2 cube plus 2 into 2, which is equal to how much? 8 plus 4. How much is the answer? 12 is the answer. Option C is the answer. Got it. Very direct. Next one. One of the repeated question which is revolving throughout. There is a high chance that this question will be there in the future. Okay, very high chance. It will be there for May attempt or in the September attempt. This type of question. Keep it in your mind. Very high chance of repetition. One of the easiest type of question. Integral of 2 raised to 3x. That can be written as what? 2 cube the whole raised to x. Then 3 square the whole raised to x. 5 raised to x. The entire thing into dx integral. This can be written as 2 cube is how much? 8 raised to x into 9 raised to x into 5 raised to x into dx. People, this can be written as 8 into 9 into 5, the entire thing raised to x using the properties of indices. Now people, 8 into 5 into 5 is how much? 8 into 9 into 5 is nothing but what? 360. That is nothing but integral of 360 raised to x dx. What is integral of a raised to x dx? That is nothing but a raised to x divided by log a, which is nothing but what? 360 raised to x divided by log 360 plus c. Now people, instead of 360 raised to x, I can put what? Instead of that, I can put the question itself, this entire thing, or this entire thing itself I can put. So that is nothing but 2 raised to 3x, then 3 raised to 2x into 5 raised to x divided by what? Log 360 plus c is the answer. Looking at that, only one option is there. Option B is the answer. So that's your max part, people. One of the easiest part out of it. Now we can go for the logical reasoning. But all the questions were good compared to the previous MTP. Okay, especially the question which was I told you regarding that simple interest question. It is very good. One of the best question. Health is written as this one. That means HEALTH is written as GSKZ DG. Now people, if you go for direct connection and all, it is very difficult, correct? Because E is becoming as A is becoming, that means some kind of diagonal connection is there. Okay, so should the answers be, it will be pencil, HP pencil. Okay, Samiksha. Then H, it is a diagonal connection. How can H become G? HI. So it should be what? Previous letter, H minus 1. Then E minus 1 is D, A minus 1 is Z, L minus 1 is K, T minus 1 is S, H minus 1 is what? G. Similarly, north, the last letter should be what? M. Looking at that, only one option is having M at the end. That means option B is the answer. Directly you can go for it. Next question. In a certain chord, yesterday also the same question was there. In MTP 1 also the same question was there. Teacher is written as VGCEJGT, then children is written as, what is the question? People look here, RST UV plus 2. Everywhere it is plus 2, E plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. All the things are plus 2. Now we will go for option. Which all are having the different option? We can try with the last letter. N should become what? Plus 2. N plus 2 is how much? It should become P. Oh, P, correct. Then E plus 2 is how much? E plus 2 is G. Looking at that, only one option is there. Option D is the answer. Find out the odd man out of the following. Odd man. Looking at that, only one odd man is there. Who is that? 37. Why it is an odd man? Because it is a prime number. Others are not prime. What do you mean by prime numbers? Yeah, first standard teacher told what is prime number. Prime number is what? Whichever is divisible by that number and 1. Okay. Now, next question, another question based on prime number. In the following series, which number will replace the question mark? 23 became 29, 31, 37, 41, 43. People, all these numbers are prime numbers. Which is the next prime number? 47 is the next prime number. So option C is your answer. Very easy question. This question also was there in the yesterday's MTP, whatever we discussed. In a certain code language, 253 means books are old. 546 means man is old. Then 378 means books are good books. Buy good books. Sorry for that. Then what stands for R? R is present in what, people? Books are old. That means first we need to find 253. That means either 2, either 5 or 3 will be the code. Looking at that, 4 is wrong, 6 is wrong. That is the approach, people. Now we need to check. Now 5 is present in man is old and books are old. So what is common in both the cases? Old is common in both the cases. That means 5 means old. That means old is 5. That means R is only one possibility. Option A is the answer. Directly you can go for it. Next one, direction test. Sangeeta leaves from her home. She walks 30 meter in the northwest direction. We have solved it in the class. Northwest direction, she went how many meter up? 30 meter. Then after reaching at this particular point, what did Sangeeta do? She went 30 meter in the southwest direction. Now Sangeeta is over here. Then after that, she went 30 meter in the southeast direction. That means now Sangeeta is over here. Finally, she decided to move back to her home. Now, which direction she is moving right now? This is which direction? The northeast direction. Which option is the answer? Option B. Direct question. Right answer, Harini. Yes, everyone. I hope that you are getting it. Next one, people. Sweda moved a distance of 75 meter towards north. So she is moving in which direction? She is finally moving in which direction is the question. So we know that which type of question is it. North is the initial direction. Then she took a left turn. Okay. Then again she took a left turn. Then finally she turned in an angle of right at an angle of 45 degree plus 45 degree. People, north left will become what? South. South plus 45 degree. People, south is this direction, right? Clockwise 45 degree she moved. Which direction is it? Southwest direction. Which option is the answer? Option B. Easy question. One of the easy question, and you can expect this type of question in exam hall. Next one. Varun faces north. Okay, initial direction is north, but turning to his right he walks. That means initial walking, he is moving initially in which direction? Right of north is what, people? He is moving in the east direction first. For how many meter? 25 meter. Then he turns to his left. That means left of east is north. And walks how many meter? 30 meter. Then he walks 25 meters to the right. That means again to the east 25 meter. Then he turns to the right. Right of east is what? South. How many meter he walked? 55 meter. Finally he turns to the right. That means right of south is what? West. And walk how many meter? 40 meter. In which direction? Now you see from the starting point. Direct question. Very easy. Now people, east 25 will become east 40. East 40 minus west 40 will become what? Sorry, east 50 minus 25 plus 25 is how much? 50. East 50 minus west 40, which is bigger one? East is bigger. 50 minus 10, 40 is how much? 10. Then what is remaining now? So now north and south is remaining. So south 55 minus 30, that will become what, people? That is 25. So what is the direction? Southeast or east south? Option A is your answer. Southeast. Now Pankaj is facing west. Initial direction is west. He turns 45 degree in the clockwise. That means plus 45 degree. Then again in another 180 degree in the same direction. That means plus 180 degree. Then people, after that he turned 270 degree in the anti-clockwise. That means minus 270 degree. Which direction he is facing? Now another easy question, people. Now 45 plus 180 is how much? Now take your calculator. 45 plus 180 minus what? 270, which is equal to minus 45. That means west minus 45. So the person is looking this direction. Minus means anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise 145 degree he is turning. Which direction is it now? Southwest direction. Option C. Another angular degree question. A man faces north. Initial direction is north. He turns 45 degree in the clockwise. That means plus 45. Then another 180 degree in the same direction. Plus 180. Then 45 degree in the anti-clockwise. Minus 45 degree. Then find the direction he is facing now is the question, people. Minus 45 and plus 45 got cancelled. What is remaining? North to 180. 180 degree means the direction will turn to opposite direction. So north will become what? South Agume. Option D is the answer. I hope that you got it. Can we go for the next one? 51st question. In a straight line, there are 6 persons sitting in a row. How many people are there in total? 6 people are sitting in a row. B is between F and D. 2 possibilities. B is between F and D, or B is between D and F. E is between A and C. E is between A and C. Either it will be AEC or CEA. Okay, then what is happening? A does not stand next to F or D. A cannot stand next to F or D. C does not stand next to D. That means C can stand next to what? F. Then who is remaining? E is remaining. A is remaining. Only one possibility or different possibility also, you will get the same answer. F is between which of the following person is the question? What is the answer? C and B, or B and C. Option B is the answer. Very good question. Now 8 leaders P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W are sitting in a bench facing north. They are looking which direction? North direction. T is 4th left of P. So P is the reference person. 4th left means 3 people are there in between them. Then T is there. Okay. Then S is 4th right of W. Do you know W here? No, we are not doing anything. We will read the next line. U and R are not sitting at the end, but neighbors of T and Q. Anyway, we are not going to get a conclusion. We will check the last line. P is next to W, next to the right of W. P is right of W. That means W should be here. Then only P can be on the right. Then what is there but left of Q? Who is on the left of Q? P is on the left of Q. Q is over here. That much is done. I hope that you are done till here. Then people, what is the final condition we are going for? We will read what is remaining. S is 4 to the right of W. 4 to the right means first right, second right, third right, then S is there. Okay, we got the value of yes, S is 4 to the right of W. That means 3 people should be there in between them. Then U and R are not sitting at the end, but they are neighbors of T. So U is a neighbor of T and R is a neighbor of Q. Who is the remaining person? I think V is the remaining person. Done. That's the picture. I hope that you got it. Yes. Now tell me, who is sitting at the extreme left? Krishna, right answer. Who is sitting at the extreme extreme end? Who is sitting? T is there. Yes, this is there. That means which option is the answer, people? T and S. Option A is the answer. Very direct question. Next one, people. Another question which we have done multiple times in class. There are 4 children PQRS are sitting in a row. P occupies seat next to Q. P occupies seat next to Q means either it can be PQ or it can be QP, but not next to R. That means P and R cannot sit together. Okay. R is not sitting next to S also. R is not sitting next to S also means where will be the position of S? S should be sitting next to P, then R should be sitting next to whom? Q. Now tell me who is occupying seat next to S? Answer is option B, P. Next question, people. 5 boys A, B, C, D, E are sitting in a row. A is to the right of B. Okay. A is to the right of B. And E is to the left of B. E is to the left of B. I am giving a gap because what if some people are there in between them? Yesterday also I told you similar type of questions. But to the right of C. Who is to the right of C? E is to the right of C. C is somewhere over here. A is to the left of D. A is to the left of D means D should be somewhere over here. Then who is it second from the left end? Answer is what? Option C. E is your answer. Then people, 55th question. 5 persons are standing in a line. How many are there in total? 5 are there. One of the 2 persons at the extreme ends are professor and a businessman. Either it can be like this or businessman and what? Professor. Likewise, 2 possibilities. An advocate is standing right of student. We don't know student. Oh, there is left of businessman. Oh, there is left of businessman means only possibility is over here or there is somewhere over here. Correct? Now, second possibility is wrong. Then what is happening now? Student is standing between professor and advocate. Student is between professor and advocate. That means everything is done. Now starting from the left, advocate is at which position? First position, second position, third position. Option C is the answer. Direct answer. Good. Next one, pointing to a photograph. We are going for now what? We are going for blood relation. Pointing to a photograph. A man said, so who is the speaker? A man is the speaker. His mother, that means our reference is also a reference man. His mother's husband. So our man is there. Reference man is there. Reference man is a male. He is put in a box. Reference man's mom. Mother's husband. That means mother is married to what? Husband. Then husband's sister. That means this husband is having what? A sister. Is my aunt. This sister is no one but what? Our speaker man's aunt. Aunt. When can this man call? Our speaker man call this person as aunt. He should be the brother of the reference man. Then only the speaker man can call that person as aunt. So answer is what, people? How are they related? They are brothers or siblings. Now look here. Next question. P plus Q. P plus Q means P is the mother of Q. So plus sign means what? Mom. Then P into Q means what? Is the father. Correct? Into means father. Then minus means what? The P is the sister. Then which of the following shows the relation that B is the aunt of A? We will check the first option. That means B minus D. B minus D means what? B is the sister of D. Then A into B, A in D into A means D is the father of A. Looking at that, A, B is the aunt of A, right? Right option. Option A itself is the answer. Very easy question. Very direct question. Very easy answer. Another question from blood relation which we have solved. If you check the 0 to hero series, it's there. Now, Ram and Mohan are brothers. So Ram is there and Mohan. Both of them are brothers. That means I'll put them inside a box. Shankar is Mohan's father. That means Mohan is having a father named as what? The Shankar. Shankar is over here. Put him also inside a box. Chaya is Shankar's sister. That means Shankar is having a sister named as what? Chaya. Okay, female. We'll put it in say circle. Then Priya is Shankar's niece. Priya is Shankar's niece means what? Chaya's daughter is who? Priya. Put in a circle. Then Shubhra is Chaya's granddaughter. That means Priya is having a daughter called as what? The Shubhra, and she is a female. Put inside a circle. Now the question is, Ram is Shubhra's what? Ram is Shubhra's what? The look over here, the first generation, second generation, third generation. Now Ram is Priya's cousin brother. So Shubhra can call that Ram as what? Ram will be the uncle. Okay, Ram is Shubhra's uncle. Next question. Pointing to a man in a photograph, a woman said, the father of his brother is the only son of my grandfather. Very easy. So who is the speaker? Woman is the speaker. Correct? Then who is the reference person? A man is the reference person. The father of his brother. His brother means whose brother? Man's brother. So man is there. Man is having a bro. Bro is having a father. Correct? Yes, still here everything is fine. So man is there, man is having a brother, and that brother is having a what? That brother is having a father. Then what is happening? That father is the only son of my grandfather. My grandfather means whose grandfather? The woman's grandfather. Correct? That means this father is having a father named as what? We'll call that person as grandfather. Now, where will be the position of that lady so that she can call this particular person as grandfather? The person should be over here. Woman should be over here. So, the woman is what? The woman is the man and woman are related. How? They are in the same generation, sibling relation. They are sister. Okay. Next, final question from logical reasoning. We'll be done with logical reasoning. Suresh introduced a man. He is the son of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. One of the easiest question. We will start. I'll tell you two possible answers are there. I'll tell you my inference of the answer also over here. Suresh introduces a man. Suresh is there. Then we will start from here. Suresh mother. We will start. Suresh is there. Then Suresh is having a mother. Then husband of Suresh mother. That means mother is married to the husband. That husband is nothing but our Suresh ka father. Correct? Then mother of the husband. That means his husband is having a mother. Okay. The woman who is the mother. That means no one but woman is the mother of the husband. Now the question is, he is the son of the woman. That means that woman is having a son. That son can be what? Suresh's father, right? That is one possibility. Looking at that, how is Suresh related to the man? The man will be Suresh will be the son of the man. Suresh is related to the son of the man. That is one possibility. Another possibility is what? This woman can have another son. Okay. That will means Suresh will be the nephew. Either B or D can be possible. I'll go with option B, because why? We will not try to create what? Relations, rather than we will settle with the given places. That's why I am going with option B. Next one, people, 61st question. That is the first question of our statistics. Statistics is easy to solve. It will be done in few seconds. The number of times a particular items occurs in a class interval is called as what? A frequency. How many times it happens. Then O'Keefe is a graphical representation of what? Cumulative frequency distribution. Then people, following cumulative frequency of the class 20 to 30. How to find 20 to 30? First one, lower class, less than cumulative frequency, 4. Then 4 plus 6 is how much? 10. 10 plus 20 is how much? 30. Looking at that, which option is the answer? 30 is the answer. Tabulation. The source of the data is where? The footnote. Left part is called as stub. Okay. Next one. Uppermost part, caption. Next one. From the following data, the number of class intervals. People, how to find number of class intervals? Number of class intervals is nothing but range divided by given class length. Range is what? Highest observation minus smallest observation. Highest observation is how much over here? 80, correct? 80 minus, what is the smallest observation over here? I think it is 41, correct? Yes. So 80 minus 41 divided by 5, that is nothing but 80 minus 41 is how much? 39, right? Anyway, I'll check. Divided by 5, which is equal to 7.8. We will round off to what? Round off to 8. Which option? Which option? Option D is the answer. Now we need to find Q1, people. Quartile 1, we need to find another good question and an easy question. Now we need to first, what is the mistake usually people will make? You will forget to arrange in increasing order or decreasing order. First of all, you need to arrange them in the increasing order. Now, which is the smallest number? 4. Correct? Then 5. Then 6 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there. Done. Then what is there? 7 is there. Then 9 is there. Then who is there? 10 is there. Then 14 is there. Then 15 is there. Then 18 is there. Then 20 is there. How many are there in total? 3, 6, 10. N is equal to 10. Now people, what is the formula for finding Q1? Q1 is nothing but 1 by 4 into n plus 1 the value. Now people, n plus 1, 10 plus 1 is how much? 11. 11 by 4 is how much? 11 divided by 4 is equal to 2.75. 2.75th value, which is nothing but second value plus 0.75 into gap. Gap is nothing but second value is how much? 5 plus 0.75 into gap is how much? Third value minus second value. 6 minus 5 is how much? 1. So answer is how much? 5.75. Option C is the answer. Very good question. Very easy answer. Histogram is finding what? Mode. Ogive is used for finding what? Median and partition. Data are said to be dash if the investigator himself, for example, I am itself collecting directly from Hrithik Roshan. That is a primary data. Then a suitable graph for representing portioning of total into subparts. Where are we portioning it into subparts? In our pie chart. Okay, option B. Then AM of 15 observation is 9, AM of first 9 observation is 11, then the AM of remaining observation is how much? This is the question based on combined mean. Combined arithmetic mean is what? N1 x1 bar plus N2 x2 bar divided by N1 plus N2. Here a combined mean is given to be how much? 15 observation is 9. 9 is equal to N1 is how much? 9 observation into 11 plus N2 is how much? That is remaining 6 observation into x2 bar divided by N1 plus N2 is how much? That is total 15. Take your calculator. So 9 into 15, you will click M plus. Then 9 into 11, you will click M minus. Then MRC divided by 6, you will get the answer. Do it with me. 9 into 15, M plus. 9 into 11, M minus. Then MRC divided by 6, which is equal to how much? 6. Option, which option is the answer? Option B is the answer. 6 is your answer. Very easy answer. Next one. For a moderately skewed, I am telling that there will be a question based on this for your examination also. It will be there no matter what. Moderately skewed observation distribution, the values of mean and median are 12 and 8 respectively. Find the value of mode. What is the case? Mo is equal to me, correct? Mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median. Now people, mean is how much? 12 minus, we need to find mode, which is equal to 3 into mean is how much? 12 minus 8 is how much? 4. That means 12 minus mode is equal to 12. Cancel. Mode is equal to how much then? 0. Next question. Which of the following is positional average? Positional average is what? Median. Then for symmetric distribution, mean, median and mode are what? Equal. If it is skewed, we will use this formula. Okay, keep it in your mind. Next one. Now we need to find the value of median for discrete group data. For discrete group data, we should always find cumulative frequency less than cumulative frequency. First one is how much? 6 plus 9 is how much? 15. 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 plus 14 is how much? 39. 39 plus 12 is how much? 51. 51 plus 8 is how much? 59. So n is equal to 59. Now what is the formula for finding median? That is nothing but 1 by 2 into n plus 1. Okay, value we will find, which is nothing but 1 by 2 into n plus 1 is 59 plus 1 is how much? 60th value. That is 30th value. Which cumulative frequency is just greater than 30? That is 39. So the corresponding x value 4 is your median. Which option is giving you the answer? Option C. Direct one. Now people, we need to find quartile deviation for 6 numbers. First of all, what is quartile deviation? QD is nothing but Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Okay. Now, first of all, you need Q3, you need Q1. First, arrange them in the increasing order or the decreasing order. How much is the increasing order? 8. Then next big number is how much? 15. Then next big number is how much? 36. Then 38. Then 40. Then 41. Done now. N is equal to how much? 3, 6 values are there. Q1 is how much? Q1 is nothing but 1 by 4 into 6 plus 1th value, that is 7th value, correct? So 7 by 4 is how much? 7 divided by 4, that is 1.75th value, that is nothing but first value plus 0.75 into what? Gap. Okay, first value is how much over here? 8 plus 0.75 into gap is how much? 15 minus 8 is how much? 7. So take your calculator. 7 into 0.75 plus 8, which is equal to 13.25 is your Q1 value. Okay. Then Q3 we need to find. Q3 is nothing but you need to multiply this with 3. 3 into 1.75th value. So how much is it? 3 into 1.75, which is equal to 5.25th value. Correct? Yes, 5.25th value is how much? Fifth value plus 0.25 into gap. Now, which is the fifth value over here? 40. 40 plus 0.25 into 1 is how much? 40.25. So, we have Q1, we have Q3. So, people put it over here. 40.25 minus 13.25 divided by what? 2. So, take your calculator. 40.25 minus 13.25 divided by what? 2. Answer is 13.5. Option C is your answer. I hope that you got it. Right answer, Harini. Well and good. Standard deviation of first defined consecutive natural number. What is the shortcut? Root of n square minus 1 divided by 12, which is 5 square minus 1 is how much? That is 25 minus 1, 24 divided by 12, which is nothing but root 2 is your answer. Option D. Next question, people. What is happening? Yes. If the profit of a company remains same for the last 10 months, then the standard deviation of profit of the company would be what? There is no change, 0. Remember our love letter, just like that. There is no coefficient of variation of standard deviation. Then coefficient of quartile deviation is 1 by 4. Then Q3 divided by Q1 is how much? Looking over here, it is given to be 1 by 4. It is not given in percentage. Keep it in your mind. Hello, Abram. Abirami or Abiram? Abirami TRI, yes. Hello, Abirami. Yes. So now over here, coefficient of quartile deviation. How to find coefficient of quartile deviation when it is not given in percentage? Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1, which is equal to 1 by 4. Cross multiply. 4Q3 minus 4Q1, which is equal to Q3 plus Q1. Q3 plus Q1. Take it to the other side. Q3 goes to this side, it will become 3Q3. Q1 goes to the other side, it will become 5Q1. From that, Q3 by Q1 is how much? Q3 by Q1 is equal to 5 divided by 3. Which option is the answer? Option A is your answer. Direct question, easy answer. Next one, another direct question, people. The sum of the mean and standard deviation of a series is A plus B. If we add 2 to each observation, then the series of sum of mean and standard deviation will be how much? People, mean will be increased by 2, correct? Will the standard deviation is affected by change of origin? No. That means the entire thing will get added with 2, not with 4 or not with 6. Only 2 will get added. To whom? The mean it is getting increased. That's why we are putting A plus B plus 2. Option A is your answer. Next question, people. Overall percentage of failure. Okay. Q value is how much? 0.3. Then P value is how much? 0.7. What is the probability out of 6 candidates? At least 4 of them will pass the examination is the question. At least 4 of them will pass the examination means P of X is greater than or equal to 4. What are the possibilities? P of X is equal to 4 is there, plus P of X is equal to 5 is there, plus P of X is equal to 6 is there. Now, P of X is equal to 4. People, what is the general formula in binomial? You can write it as NCX, P raised to X, Q raised to N minus X. We know that. So you can write it as what, people? 6C4. 1 second. So you can write it as 6C4 into P raised to 4, Q raised to 2. Instead of P, I can directly put the value, right? P is how much? 0.7. 0.7 raised to 4 into 0.3 raised to 2 plus 6C5 into 0.7 raised to 5 then into 0.3 raised to 1. Hello Bona. Plus 6C6 into 0.7 raised to 6 into 0.3 raised to 0, that is nothing but 1. Everything is there. 6C6 is how much? That is also 1. Now take your calculator. Then 6C4 is how much, people? 6C4 can be written as what? 6C2. 6 into 5 divided by 2, which will be equal to how much? 15. This is 15 into 0.7 raised to 4 into 0.3 square plus 6C5 can be written as 6C1, which is 6 into 0.7 raised to 5 into 0.3 plus 0.7 raised to 6. Use your memory calculation. Now get me the answer. Don't do anything else. Okay. Don't write things too much. These many steps are also not required. If we are having confusion, write steps. Otherwise, don't do that. Now take your calculator and start writing in calculator. How to do that? First find this on calculator. 0.7 into equal to how many times? 3 times. Then multiplied with 0.3, again multiplied with 0.3, again multiplied with 15, then click M plus. You will find the entire thing value and save it in the calculator memory. Then you will find this. How to do that? First you will find the highest power. 0.7 into equal to how many times? 4 times. Then multiplied with 0.3, multiplied with 6, again click M plus. Then find this finally. 0.7 into equal to how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then click what? M plus and finally MRC. You will get it as 0.744 something you will get. Option A is the answer. Very easy answer, people. Harini, right answer. Option A is the answer. Now, can I go for the next question? In a certain manufacturing process, 5% of the tool produced turned out to be defective. 5% is defective means mean will be how much? N into P, which is 5%. N is how much? In total, how many are producing? 40 tools are getting produced. That means 40 into 5%. That is 4 into 5. Then click percentage. It is coming to be 40 into, that is coming to be 2. Okay, that is 2. M is equal to 2. So e raised to minus m, anyway it is given over here. Now we need to find what? Find the probability that if the sample of 40 tools are taken, at most 2 will be defective. At most 2 will be defective means x is less than or equal to 2. Possible values are x is equal to 0, then plus p of x is equal to 1 plus p of x is equal to 2. These are the maximum values possible. Now p of x is equal to 0, how will you write? E raised to minus m raised to 0 divided by 0 factorial plus e raised to minus m raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial plus e raised to minus m raised to what? 2 divided by 2 factorial. Now I can take e raised to minus m common throughout, right? So it will become e raised to minus 2 because m is 2 into first one is 1 plus 2 divided by 1 factorial is 2. Then 2 square by 2 is how much? 2. Take your calculator, get me the answer. 0.135 multiplied with 5. How much are you getting? 0.675. Option D is the answer. Very easy answer. How did you get this value? It is already given in the question. That's why. Next question, people. Find the mean. Direct question, people. How to find the mean? We will do the comparison. Looking at that. This is the value of mean. Option B, 10 is your answer. Next question, people. Mean and variance are 10 and 3 respectively. P and Q is how much is the question? People, mean means NP is equal to 5. Variance means NPQ is equal to 3. Put NP over here. That means 5 into Q is equal to 3. Q is equal to how much? 3 by 5. Then P is how much? P is nothing but 1 minus Q, which is 1 minus 3 by 5 is how much, people? 2 by 5. So what is greater than what? Q is greater than P. Why? 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 5. So option B is the answer. I hope that you got it. Now, people, in Poisson distribution, P of x is equal to 4 is equal to P of x is equal to 5. Parameter is how much? First of all, people, this is how much? E raised to minus m raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial, which is equal to e raised to minus m raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial. E raised to minus m cancel. M raised to 4, m raised to 5, what is remaining? M is remaining. 4 factorial and 5 factorial, what will remain? 5 will remain. So m is equal to how much? 5. The parameter is how much, people, then? 5 is your answer. Now, two events A and B such that they do not occur simultaneously. That means they are what? Mutually exclusive events. Okay, keep it in your mind. Then, a coin is tossed 5 times. Probability of getting head and tail alternatively. What was the shortcut? 2 divided by 2 raised to n. That is 2 divided by 2 raised to 5. That is 1 divided by 2 raised to 4. Answer is how much? 1 by 16. Option B is the answer. Two dice are thrown simultaneously, getting at least 1 5. At least 1 5 means 1 comma 5 is a possibility. Then 2 comma 5 is a possibility, 3 comma 5 is a possibility, 4 comma 5 is a possibility, 5 comma 5 is a possibility, 6 comma 5 is a possibility. Then 5 comma 1, 5 comma 2, 5 comma 3, 5 comma 4, 5 comma 5 we already wrote. Then we will write what? 5 comma 6. That means in total how many are there? 11 are there. So answer is how much? 11 by 36. Which option? Option A. Now one more thing. What if the question was getting at least 1 4? 11 by 36. At least 1 5. 11 by 36. At least 1 6. 11 by 36. At least 1 3. 11 by 36. Answer is not going to change. Keep it in your mind. Probability that a leap year has 53 Wednesdays. 53 Wednesdays. We already told it multiple times, people. How to get it? Leap year means always n of a will be 2. 2 divided by 7 will be your answer. Option E is your answer. Next question, people. Ram is known to hit a target 2 out of 3 shot. That means P of Ram hitting the target is how much? 2 by 3. Then P of Ram not hitting the target is how much? 1 by 3. Then Sham known to hit the same target. P of Sham hitting the target is 5 by 11. Then P of Sham not hitting or complement is how much? 6 by 11. Then what is the probability that the target would be hit if both of them try is the question. People, target would be hit can be written as P of hitting the target is nothing but 1 minus P of none of them hitting. Correct? That is nothing but 1 minus P of Ram not hitting into P of Sham not hitting. Yes, right answer, Abraham, is 1 minus Ram not hitting is how much? 1 by 3. Sham not hitting is how much? 6 by 11. Looking at that, what is remaining? 1 minus 2 by 11 will remain. So answer is how much? 9 divided by 11. Option E is the answer, taking the LCM. In a box carrying 1 dozen of oranges. 1 dozen of oranges means how many are there? 1 dozen contain 12 oranges. Correct? 1/3 became bad. 1/3 is how much? How many are bad? 4 bad. Then remaining how many are good? 8 are good. Very good question. Very good question. I'll tell you why. Then if 3 oranges are taken out of the box, 3, how many are we taking? 3 oranges we are taking. What is the probability that at least one of the orange taken from the 3 are good? At least one is good means I can take it like 1 minus P of none are good. Okay. So people, 1 minus P of none are good means if I take, how many am I taking in total? From 12 I am choosing how many? From 12 I am choosing 3. Now all are none are good means all should be bad. From bad means 4 C 3 I should take. Correct? 89 is C. Not option A is the answer. Harini, check again. Okay. So how much is the answer? Which is equal to 1 minus 4C3 is how much? That is nothing but 4 divided by 12 into, then 11 into, then 10 divided by 6 will become 6 goes to the numerator. That means this got cancelled. What is remaining? 2, then 5. That is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 55. Answer will be taking LCM. 54 divided by 55 is the answer. Which option? Option A is the answer. Now again another classification based question, 91. For M into N classification of bivariate data, answer will be always what? P plus Q. Yesterday also we solved a similar question. Then two variables x and y are related like this, 2x plus 3y minus 7. Mean and standard deviation are 1 and 0.3 respectively. Coefficient of mean deviation is how much is the question. People, mean of x is 1. Then mean of y will be how much? We need to find the value of y. That means 2 into 1 plus 3 into y minus 7 is equal to 0. That means 2 and this will become 3y is equal to minus 7 and this will become 5, right? It goes to the other side. Y is equal to 5 by 3. So mean of y is equal to 5 by 3. Now people, we need to find standard deviation, correct? So for that I'll write 2x is equal to 3y. X is how much? 0.3. So 2 into 0.3 is equal to 3y. That means y is equal to how much? This will get cancelled. What will remain? 0.2 will be the standard deviation, sorry, mean deviation, not standard deviation, mean deviation of y. Now the question is, What is the coefficient of mean deviation? Coefficient of mean deviation formula is what? That is nothing but mean deviation of y divided by mean. Mean is how much? Mean of y into 100. That is 0.2 divided by 5 by 3 into how much? Into 100. Looking at that 5 and this will become 20. Then 3 goes to the other side. 0.6 into 20. Answer is how much? 12 will be your answer. Which option? C is the answer. Very good question. Very easy answer. Next one. Correlation coefficient is dash. It is independent of units of measurement. Okay, there is no unit. Correct. Then coefficient of, it's a very good question, people. One of the best question from this MTP. Just like our SI question which I told. Coefficient of rank correlation is obtained for 10 students in English and economics was found to be what? 0.5. Later it was discovered that the difference in rank in two subjects obtained by one student is wrongly taken. So wrong rank is coming into the picture. We need to correct it. I'll show you how to correct it. So there, what is the formula for rank correlation coefficient? R is nothing but 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n cube minus n. R is how much over here? 0.5, which is equal to 1 minus 6 into sigma d square divided by n is how much? 10. 10 cube minus 10. Then people take it to the other side. 1 minus 0.5 will become what? 0.5. So 0.5 is equal to 6 into sigma d square divided by 10 cube minus 10 is how much? 990. Get me the value of sigma d square. So 0.5 into 990 divided by what? 6, which is equal to sigma d square is equal to 82.5. Now we need to correct, right? Sigma d square we are going to correct. That is nothing but 82.5 minus, it was strongly taken as 3. That means minus 3 square plus what? Correctly taken as 7 square. Why we are taking the square? Because sigma d square is included. That's why. Now people get me the answer, which is nothing but 3 into it, that is 9, then plus 40, it will become 122.5 will be the sigma d square. Now you find the value of R. Very direct answer. R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n cube minus n, which is nothing but 1 minus 6 into 122.5 divided by 990. How much is it? Take your calculator. That is 6 into 122.5 divided by 990. Then click plus or minus plus 1, which is equal to how much? 0.2575, approximately equal to how much? 0.26. Option D is your answer. Now we are going for the last chapter, people. Now we need to find what? We need to find the first question is based on find the Lappe index number. Lappe, some people will call it. Lappe is what? Sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into what? 100. Now you need to find sigma P1 Q0. P1 Q0 is how much? The 14. And do it along with me. When we write itself, we should calculate using memory calculation. P1, that is 14 into P1 Q0, 14 into 10 m plus, then 8 into 20 m plus, then 10 into 30 m plus, then click MRC, you will get it as 600 divided by P0 Q0. P0 is 12 into 10, 12 into, clear the memory, 12 into 10 m plus, then 10 into 20 m plus, 8 into 30 m plus, then MRC, you will get it as how much? 560. Then multiply it with how much? 100. How much is the final answer you are getting? Do it for me. 600 divided by 560 into 100, which is coming to be 107.14. Option B is the answer. Very good question. Very, 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 very easy answer. Abrami, right answer. The cost of living index in the year 2015 and 2018 are given to be 97.5 and 115 respectively. Salary was this much and all. So that means in 2015, I'll write it. So 97.5. How much was the salary? 19500. In 2018, the index is how much? 115. Then we need to find the X value. Then we will find how much extra should be paid. Okay. Now cross multiply and get me the answer. X is how much? X is nothing but 1950. 0 into 115 divided by how much? 97.5. How much is it? 19500 multiplied with 115 divided by 97.5, which is equal to 23,000. People, How can 19 this become 23,000 minus 919500, which is coming to be how much? 3,500 is the extra amount. Fisher's method is the geometric mean. Yeah, we know that Fisher is nothing but geometric mean of Lappe and Pache. One good question. Consumer price index is also called as what? Cost of living index. Another easy question. Circular test is satisfied by what? Simple geometric mean relative and weighted aggregative with fixed weight. And the final question, people, consumer price in 1980 increases by 180 percentage. 180 percentage increase means 100 became how much? 180, correct? 100 became 180. Then a person was getting 60,000 over here. Then how much should he get now is the question. Cross multiply and get me the answer. So 180 into 60,000 divided by how much? 100. How much is the answer, people? 60,000 into 180 divided by 100, which is coming to be 1,08,000 per annum. Option A is the answer, people. One of the easiest MTP as well as one of the best MTP because there was no mistake. Usually it's very, very, very rare. Okay, people, solve the question. There were good questions also. If any doubt is there, you mention in the comment box or whatever you require, please mention that. I'll do it for you guys. Do it along with me. Study well for examination. Make sure that May 2026 is your last attempt because you are going to clear it in May 2026 itself. Okay, people, thank you so much. I hope that your doubts are cleared regarding MTP. I'll attach the PDF also in the description. You can make use of it. Thank you so much, Bhuvana. Thank you, Abhrami. Thank you, Harini. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Samishka. Thank you, Arsha. Thank you, Sujita. Thank you, everyone, Kushbu. Thank you, rest of you, everyone. Thank you so much. If anything is there, I'll be here right now. You can ask the doubts now itself. Okay? Yes. 88th question. Let me check. So 88th question means leap year. Leap year means whenever we are talking about 53 Sundays, how many days are there in a leap year? You can refer the videos of probability which we already uploaded, but again I'll explain to you. So people, in a week 7 days are there. So 366 divided by 7 is how much? 5. That is using our normal method which we used in our school, into 2, that is 14. That means 2 extra days will be there, right? That 2 extra days can be a Sunday Monday, or a Monday Tuesday, or a Tuesday Wednesday, or a Wednesday Thursday, or Thursday Friday, Friday Saturday, or Saturday Sunday, correct? That means in sample space total how many are there? 7 is there. N of S is equal to 7. Then N of E is how much? They are asking for 53 Wednesdays. What are the possibilities? It can be 2 at Tuesday Wednesday or Wednesday Thursday. That means N of A is equal to 2. Then P of A is how much? 2 by 7. That's the logic. Okay. Yes. I hope that you got it. Abraham, yeah, I'm from Kollam. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, people. I hope that everyone is done with each and everything. I hope that ellarkum manasilayi. I hope that ellarkum purinchide. Arthaita. Okay, then we are done for the day. Tata, bye bye. If anything is there, please comment. I will watch for 1 minute.